Lane Pederson is back with the Phantoms, but goes up to the Flyers. Hey, after your injury last year, and you hadn't been in the NHL for almost 3 years, so
Yeah.
this was, it's not your NHL debut, but this is still special
Yeah.
when you've been working your way back up all this time.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. Definitely special. Yeah, more of kind of like a surreal moment. Like you said, obviously some tough luck with injuries and stuff the last couple of years, and I think my wife told me it was something like it was over 1,000 days in between. So when you put it into perspective like that, and now with the arrival of our baby boy, is pretty special. He got to go to his first NHL game, and yeah, that's a memory we'll have forever.
That was in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Not out in Vegas or anything.
No. Yeah, no, he didn't travel. No, he waited till we got home, and for that game, it was pretty cool.
Well, we see you down there with him in pregame warm-ups.
Yeah.
Every game,
Yeah.
you're going over to the glass. But
Yeah.
now he's getting, a little older, and now he can comprehend, okay, this is the time when I look through the window
Yeah.
and see Daddy on the other side. These are some special moments for you.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was a couple games ago. I think he recognized me for like the first time. He gave me a big smile. So it's the little moments like that are I guess you want to say bigger than hockey, but it just makes it that much more special. It makes it that much more fun. Getting up to play a game, and when you're in warm-ups, you look through the glass and you see his little smile. It's all that much more rewarding.
What about how this season has gone for you and putting yourself in that position to deserve this recall?
Yeah, I'm just extremely grateful to the Flyers organization here for the opportunity and giving me a chance, obviously, to get back and play in the NHL, and then obviously with the Phantoms here too, having a great opportunity to play and with a great group of guys and lots of skilled players and stuff. So just super grateful and really enjoying it.
Well, how was your experience overall with the Flyers? I mean, it was only a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
you got a good flavor for it there.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. They have a great group of guys up there too, super welcoming. They make you feel comfortable right away. From the coaching staff to the players to all the staff they have around the arena. So it was a great experience. I think if anything, it makes you that much hungrier to get back there. Haven't gotten a small taste of it yet again. So yeah, that's my goal and what I aim to do. Try to help the Phantoms here win as much as we can, and then hopefully earn myself another opportunity.
For some players, they're able to make the adjustment pretty well. Others, it's a different role. You're here getting a zillion minutes a night and centering the top line. Up there, not as many minutes.
Right.
And you're on a fourth line normally. How do you handle that adjustment? Does it kind of work for you? You're able to kind of turn the switch and make that change?
Yeah, I think earlier in my career I struggled with it, but I think now just with like a little bit more maturity and kind of understanding of what the role is, like what's needed for the role and what to expect, I think I handle it better. Obviously, there's still improvement to be made and things of that nature. But yeah, it's definitely an adjustment, but one that I'm happy and grateful to make.
What is the team's mindset on the other side of a Sunday game and a third period that obviously isn't the way that we wanted to finish that weekend?
Yeah, I think just a bit of a reset here. I think if you look at our last stretch of games, obviously there's been some a couple highs, but some more performances that you like to forget and kind of move past. So I think we're using these last two games before the break here as a reset. I think you kind of wipe the slate clean of what's happened over the last little bit, and if we can go into the break on a high, on a strong note, playing well, hopefully get a couple of wins. Hopefully we can kind of ride that momentum when we come back.
When you're up there with the Flyers, are you able to keep up with and keep track of what's going on here with the Phantoms?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely texting with some of the guys and always checking like the box scores and everything like that. So yeah, it's definitely hard to you don't completely remove yourself from a group or a team that you've been with for the last how many months, and so yeah, no, it's fun, but hopefully we can start stacking some more wins.
This break here coming up, it's been a long season, and
yeah.
For some of these guys, it's going to get even longer. You have the flips on the other side, especially with March. Is it coming at a good time to kind of step away from the game for a few days?
Yeah, I think I think if we put a good effort forward, these next two games, I think we can go into the break and be proud of where we've set ourselves up for the tail end pusher in the end of the year. Obviously, like this part of the season, can be referred to as the dog days of the year. So I think a little quick mental reset, physical reset, should give us a lot of juice going down the stretch here and make a push for hopefully a long playoff run.